I've never felt such a swing between pride and embarrassment. I felt awful. It's just such a... I look at fitness challenges a little differently now, and that, yeah, like it's cool, it's great to push yourself, and it's great to show other people that they're probably capable of more than they think they are. But I literally burned through as much food as I possibly could for fun. On October 16th, 2020, I woke up at 4 a.m., set out alone on my bike, and exercised all day, eventually burning my 10,000 calories. I biked, ran, swam, lifted, and felt really proud of what I'd done for exactly one day, until my pride turned to guilt. I hated myself for that, and I was ashamed, and I think that was really the moment that made me feel like I wanted to do something different. It'll be abundantly clear the amount of people that come together to make this happen. These are the heroes of the food bank.
I'm Ethan's mom.
This is like our main area.
Fundraisers are vitally important to food banks these days.
Oh, energy's good, man.
$250,000.
Oh my God, I feel all right.
It's inspired me incredibly.
Oh dude, I feel awful.
How can we be so excited about all the recreation and all the outdoor things that we have here in Bellingham if we're not supporting our own people? Good luck.
Good to see you, dude.
Through some of Ethan's magic and appeal, he's engaged and reached out to a whole new group of community members who are finding different and fun ways to support hunger relief.
Here's a young man who identified this as something he can make a difference in, and he just went for it flat out.
There's so many things we take for granted, and food is that one that I always obviously keep coming back to. Can't do anything without food, man.
Like, is this too relaxed? This is pretty relaxed. Yeah. I mean, I can even do the leg cross. My name is Ethan Hunger. I am a volunteer at the Bellingham Food Bank, and I'm the founder of Hunger versus Hunger. It was the middle of October in 2020, and I had nothing better to do than to set out and burn as many calories as I possibly could in one day. So I woke up at 4, I biked 101 miles. That was my first ever century. I got home, took a little break, ran a half marathon, went to the Columbia River and swam circles until I hit just over a mile. Did a hike run thing, and then I did a HIIT workout at the end. I was like inching my way to 10,000 calories. I finished, and then literally first thing out of my mouth was, I'm never ever doing that again.
I'm Don Hunger. I'm Ethan's dad.
Ginny Broadhurst, and I'm Ethan's mom.
He'd be the one who would, like, when there would be a fundraiser had to run laps around the track at school to raise money, he'd run more and more laps after people were done. He'd keep going, and he'd get his friend, he'd challenge his friends. So.
Competitive. He's definitely always been competitive.
Yeah. Ethan grew up in a family that really has deep roots in Bellingham and gives back to the community. We never preached it, we just lived it. So I think he certainly picked up on that and sensed that.
The first time I ever did the calorie challenge was the fall of 2020. And then you fast forward to July of 2021, and my buddy Jake and I set out to do our full calorie challenge again, this time as my first ever fundraiser. We raised just shy of $30,000. I thought that was going to be the only time I ever did the fundraiser as well, because in theory, COVID was going to be the bottom, and this unbelievable increase in need for food was going to go away. Instead, what happened was COVID benefits stopped. The demand for food didn't go away. The weekly visitors to all of the food banks in Whatcom County kind of skyrocketed. We went from like 1,300 weekly visitors 2021 to 3,400 2022, and I knew that I had to do it again. I also had all these ideas for how can I do this better next time. What if I get on the radio? What if I get in the newspaper? Text 100 people that didn't donate last year, you know?
One of the stories he told me that I think was most telling about this whole thing is that he realized going to high school, maybe middle school, some of his friends were getting food from the food bank. And that really hit him hard, like that he didn't realize there were people in need like that. And I don't know.
Like peers of his.
Yeah, classmates. But certainly that sense of self, sense of being in place, part of Bellingham.
And he just has a very strong commitment to the town. He's deeply rooted and invested in the community. Every year I worry about him doing this because it just seems impossible to accomplish and really rough on the body.
This day is designed to show that someone like myself, a privileged Bellingham citizen, can create the hardest day possible and still have no idea what it's like to be food insecure, to not know where my next meal is coming from. But now, when I burn all these calories and ruin my day, I'm able to bring it back to those in need.
Oh man,
Hey.
what's up? Good morning.
Good morning.
We'll work it out. There's that free food.
Is this a normal breakfast or is this is today's special?
Today's special. I can tell you I'm not interested in eating.
Only 2 more bites. Come on.
You can do it, man.
Oh, come on, folks.
Is it actually?
I love oatmeal. Big fan.
Do you guys feel like this morning was more jarring or less jarring than last year? You know, like practice makes perfect, or
So talking through the day of this year, woke up at 1:30 a.m. I fell asleep at maybe 11:45 p.m. We've got the garage full of all my friends. It's almost like party vibes, but also really sleepy party vibes.
slow piano, please.
Ethan's favorite.
This is not my favorite.
Which one's your favorite? We
It's
need
automatic.
EDM.
Dude, we need to leave. That's what we need.
I know, I'm ready. I'm just killing time.
Here,
Yep, you can stop it. Push it once again.
we all get on our bikes. We set out.
My lights work. I'm GoProing. We'll see if I can use clips or not. I did it. I'm clipped in. We're fully locked in now. And I unclipped successfully.
Is your flicker on purpose? No.
Ready? Got 1 foot in.
Going?
Oh, I thought we had another rider.
No, we're at.
Just us 4, huh? All right,
Feel out.
let's make it a little slow.
Oh, yeah,
I
baby.
clipped it.
How to shift on this thing.
I feel like you should have practiced that. I think this is my favorite memory from the entire day, was 2 minutes into this, where we're plowing down State Street and we go past Palmetti. We look over and we make eye contact with this massive group of drunk people, and they just started screaming at us. Palmetti! Let's go! What are the odds you guys are out here at the same time as us? Yo, we should swing through rumors, man. They were so shocked that we were on our bikes at that hour, and we hadn't even considered the fact that other people would be awake, let alone that they hadn't gone to sleep yet. So then we had like almost identical energies as well, and it was so funny. It was a beautiful way to start the day. Shouldn't they be asleep? No, they're drinking.
My name is Stephanie Sisson, and I'm the Communications and Outreach Coordinator for the Bellingham Food Bank. This is like our main area, which would be like the grocery store on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and is where we stage a large assembly line on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So this is where Ethan would volunteer typically. And all of the materials that we will use to set that up are staged here. This here is our warehouse.
Just a massive walk-in cooler.
Yeah, we have 2. So this is the small one, and then on the other side of that door, there's a freezer. Yeah. Sorry to take you on this maze. We work with a network of 13 food banks total. So we are 2 things. We're a food bank on one end and also a distribution hub on the other. And this is our like bulk dry storage area. So we have diapers, menstrual products. We give out over 1 million diapers a year. We're serving about 5,000 household visits every single week, which is practically an entire city's worth of people coming through our doors. In order to keep that scale, we have to purchase so much food wholesale in order to have something that even lasts a day. If it wasn't for people like Ethan in this community that have the drive to try to meet that need, we wouldn't be able to run anything that we do. It's this community that has supported us.
Yeah, my name is Mike Cohen. I'm the Executive Director of Bellingham Food Bank.
Tell us what food insecurity means to you. Can you define that for us?
Food insecurity is not being confident that you have enough resources to know where all of the food your family needs is going to come from week to week and day to day. Fundraisers are vitally important to food banks these days. I think that we used to survive on donated free food and free food from some other sources, but the volume of people coming to food banks, particularly here in Bellingham, is greatly outpacing the food that we can access for free. we're purchasing more food than ever before, and fundraisers like Ethan give us the ability to buy the food that our shoppers want and need. This year we'll spend more than $4 million on buying things like produce, frozen protein, diapers, infant formula, etc. So the only way to food bank well right now, I believe, is to raise a lot of money and purchase the food that's missing from the donated food that we all get.
I am very lucky to be the person that hears the stories from community members the most. Every time I go to an event or I go speak to a room, it doesn't matter how upscale the event is. There's always going to be somebody who comes up to me and says, hey, I just wanted to let you know, like, your home delivery program was my saving grace. And I think every time we do anything here, that is the one thing that comes back to us, is that people are so kind and so appreciative, and everybody just needs a little help sometimes.
Cool. Still riding in the dark, but talking to my videographers, you know what I mean? I'm giving them an update. I guess I'm talking to the people. 29 miles in, hour 45 minutes. We are 41 miles in. We definitely woke up a dog at one point. He was pissed. He was like, guys, I count on my sleep from midnight till 5 a.m. every day. You look sick on that bike. 23 miles an hour on this flat section now trip. This is great pavement. I need this for 100 miles. If we held this pace, we'd be done in 4 hours. All right, everybody good? Anyone need anything from?
I am so fucking hyped. Hell yeah.
I just ran over a beer can. Really hard to tell where the line is between being delirious and having a good time. We'll report back later. 48 miles, baby! Stay hard. Light work. It's a party out here in like a blink of an eye. I don't even remember the first 20. Oh boy, I can see myself. We're starting to get some sunrise out here. Beautiful morning. Hopefully it warms up a couple degrees because Joey's a little chilly. Joey, you complain about the dark miles every year. Hey, I want one. We're getting cookies. Not a good day to be open road, if you know what I mean. Wonder if my microphone is still working. My God, Joey, I love rivers. Oh my God. Can you guys see this on the GoPro? Probably not, it's down there. It's really nice. Yeah, I think we'll have to circle back. I can't wait to see Rob. This is my good friend, Rob. He just joined us in Linden. You can tell by his kit that he's really quick. Not a bad day to have a day, Rob. Yo, it's Ethan, burning as many calories as I can right now. It's almost 6 a.m. Sun's coming up right now. Gorgeous day. Putting this video together for you. Let you know how this day goes. Body feels good so far. Biked a few miles in the dark. Beautiful. Check this out. We have a real life sunrise on the right. It does not get better than this. Rob, I came down the stairs. You haven't met these guys yet, but there's 2 camera guys filming all day. I come downstairs this morning to go to the bathroom, and I turn the corner and he's standing there with the camera on. Like, I didn't even know he was in our house yet. I was like, holy shit, man. So then I turn and walk into the kitchen and I look up and it's like the kitchen lights are all on, but it's dark as fuck outside. And I could just see an outline of a man standing in my driveway. I was like, what? And then he holds up the camera and I'm like, oh my God, that's Dan.
A lot of darkness, just shy of 7 hours and 15 minutes or so. It was around, I think it was around 90 miles in. Every year, I have dear friends, Craig and Richard, that meet me in Birch Bay on the side of the road, a very early hour in the morning. They have a cooler full of water and Gatorade and bananas.
Hello!
Oh,
We made it.
we're alive.
Yeah. Good for you.
Oh man.
Bananas, Gatorade.
You guys are heroes.
And a view.
Yeah, they've been there every year I've done this, and it's awesome. These are like the heroes of the food bank. The people that you're never gonna hear about are people like Craig and Richard.
Hello, sweetie. All right, well, let's go, puppy.
Thanks, Craig.
Hey, you. How are you? How's it going?
Good.
Good.
Good to see
What
ya.
time did you start?
2.
2 a.m.
Yeah.
Hi.
Everybody,
That's your sister, right?
this is, this
we met last
Yeah, we met last year, and that's Joey
and
and
then Robbie.
Robbie.
Nice to meet you.
Craig and Richard.
Yeah.
Craig and Richard.
Thank you guys so much.
They volunteer every Thursday. They stack boxes, they pack boxes. That's how I met them. And there are over 100 people like them that make the food bank run.
I've been doing food bank for years. I did it when my husband and I lived near Reno, and when I moved here, it was a no-brainer. So went in and they said, yeah, we'll put you to work.
Richard encouraged me to join so that he could probably have a carpool partner. But I grew to love it too. I mean, it's a great group of people to work with. You really have lots of fun. We get to listen to some really cool tunes while we're working, and then you're helping too, you know, because so many people, you know, have food insecurity, like the food bank likes to tell us.
Food insecurity in Bellingham is a really big problem.
Yeah, food insecurity it's a funny sounding term. It means folks who are hungry. And that's essentially what food insecurity means. So I think one of the benefits that Hunger versus Hunger have is Ethan's personality and his network of friends and colleagues and peers. It's a younger demographic than we typically engage with. It's a real joy and privilege to actually be receiving the support of folks who weren't supporting our effort until they engaged with Ethan and this fundraiser, learned about local food insecurity efforts and said, hey, I've got some fun ways I can participate in being part of this. So through some of Ethan's magic and appeal, he's engaged and reached out to a whole new group of community members who are finding different and fun ways to support hunger relief.
This is an example of one of the events I've been hosting. This year, I guess I put an emphasis on trying to find more creative ways to fundraise. Yeah, one of the best ways to do it is to get people involved, get people out here. I think this is super cool. This is our first year doing the Armory with anything, and Haven Design Workshop hosted this event with me. They paid for the space, which was awesome.
I think we're gonna lose really bad.
Gets you with that hard shot to the feet.
This has been an absolutely hectic week of fundraising. This is my 5th event in 9 days. I think I've found my max capacity for fundraising. It's cool though. Every time one of these wraps up, the amount of money raised and the amount of gratitude that people have toward this community is really cool. So I'm really excited to keep doing these. I got 5 events left. We kicked it off at Boundary Bay with a charity concert silent auction at the Ski to Sea block party. That was huge. We raised $12,000. I had a charity yoga class yesterday, H.I.I.T night at Ponderosa Beer and Books, and then the breweries have been donating $1 a beer. There's prizes at pretty much everything. It's like, how many different ways can we encourage people to show up and donate to the food bank?
Ethan Hunger of Hunger and Hunger. What's this day mean to you?
Oh, it means a lot, Mark. It mostly means a lot that you're here.
Yeah, today we're sitting at about 2:30 in the afternoon. We have the competitive division starting up.
I know.
What are your predictions out there today?
It's not gonna be good for me. My buddy Henry is here.
Henry's here.
And we will get smoked.
Neil and I are on the same team. Yeah, we've been training. It's gonna be great. And anyway, back to you guys in the studio.
Last year in total, I raised $66,000. We're miles ahead of last year. I'm gonna blow by 100,000, which is gonna be really cool. Yeah, I feel really good about everything.
I've always been a believer that one person can make a big difference. And I think, you know, he's certainly showing that and then some. But he's also showing that I think a lot of people are discouraged. I mean, we all feel discouraged about certain things in the state of the world and feel like it's so much out of our control. Everything feels out of our control. But what he's done is demonstrate that you can make one choice, one decision to work on one thing, and then you can make a difference. And you can bring people along, just that bit of leadership.
It's inspired me incredibly, because here's a young man who identified this as something he can make a difference in. He's 22, 21 years old, and he decided that he wanted to go for it. And he just went for it, flat out. And I raise money for my nonprofit work, and I'm active in my community. And I look at what he's doing, and I'm just so blown away that somebody can have his maturity and focus to take on something like this and complete it. Makes me more aware of what I need to do to make Bellingham stronger. It makes me more aware of what I should be able to contribute myself. It inspires us every day. Yeah.
All right, so it's 8:20. We got Ethan, Joey, Maya, And then 2 new folks. It's a gorgeous day. We got Mount Baker off in the distance, and we're headed towards JD Elite Fitness, because I guess what Ethan really wanted to do right now is, after his 100-mile bike ride, is go do a high intensity interval training workout. I think I'm gonna join him for that. So yeah, well on our way here to burning 12,000 plus calories. Well, not me, I've just been eating cookies and drinking coffee all day. Yeah, I've challenged Ethan to a bench press contest, which we'll see if that actually happens. I'm not actually, that's kind of a joke, but because I know he'd whoop my ass.
Every metric I had showed me that we had done plenty of mileage, but some of the other riders, their Stravas said that they were a couple miles short. So then we literally just started laughing and doing loops around the parking lot, not realizing that people were waiting for us.
I went the wrong way.
They're probably short on miles.
We're over here.
Yeah, wonderful.
Hey, yo!
Well
Do they not like us?
Ethan's well aware of where to go. I guarantee you they're short on miles.
You're gonna do what we did last year?
Wait, you recording that?
Yeah.
You won't believe what your mom and Gavin were saying about you.
JD in my head is a really funny time of this day, because when I think about it, I remember being jazzed up. I remember feeling not very tired, not very hungry, not very thirsty. Like, oh, I'm good. I could keep going for a long time.
Just finished this bike ride, 7 hours and 12 minutes, 114 miles, burned 5,497 calories, and averaged just under 16 miles an hour. Now we got the workout class, which is super, I'm so stoked. This is gonna be a good turnout. So.
How we doing?
Good. What's up, bro?
I think the thing I didn't account for at all was the fact that I had an hour and a half of sleep. Man, I think that was when it really caught up to me. The class itself was awesome.
First off, I just want to thank you all for coming and supporting Ethan and what he's doing. He's put an incredible amount of time the last few years into this and raised a ton of money. So let's give him a applause. There's a bin over here. You can throw checks, cash, and there's also going to be QR codes spread around. And hopefully we raise a bunch of money for the food bank. To start off, let's just spread out. We'll get a real quick warm-up in. I'll go over our first exercise and we'll jump into it. Get that full extension.
I love that class every year. I love looking around and seeing a bunch of people that I work out with, mixed with a bunch of my friends and my parents, and just such a fun mix of people.
This is a lot. Is this just the warm-up? Oh, jeez.
Just a quick snack. I think I'm a little behind on calories right now. I didn't eat that much on the ride, so. Oh shit, I'm supposed to be moving.
This is the time in my life where I love these songs. I'll be at the home with dementia, and then I'll be like, bass drop. Now that is a tired thought right there.
Good luck.
I think this is the best part though. Dan, he had talked a big game the night before about having a bench off at the end of the HIIT class.
No, we're just trying to beat Ethan at bench press. Exclusively.
I kind of want to throw it in there. Are you fine with dumbbell?
No, well, that's not what we did in high school. I think whoever benches the most wins the fundraiser.
The entire day. You are the winner of the day.
You feel good about beating me, yeah?
Yes, if I beat you, yes, I will feel good.
No.
And that was it. It didn't matter how I did the rest of the day. If I couldn't outbench Dan, then I lose the day, and Dan wins the day.
Roll the tape.
Roll the tape.
I like it.
Yeah, I figure if I bench more than Ethan, then
then you win the day. And in exchange, he has to take my place next year.
to organize everything.
No, just the fitness part.
Okay, just
because
you're
you proved yourself.
No, just
I don't have a ton of time here, Dan.
Okay. We got 60-pound dumbbells, and we only need to put them up once.
You want to help getting them up? Because that's the hardest part.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do that.
Ready?
I think you started too low, man.
Okay. Okay, all right.
Now you're just making us burn out
We'll
on
go to
60s.
We'll go to 75 next.
Do you want me to do this?
Yeah, you got to do that. Doesn't even need help. All right.
All right, Dan. Let's go, baby. That's okay.
This could be it. You could be the winner. You could stop right now after this.
That's not a good sign,
You can go home now. That's it.
I don't think it wasted any of my energy unnecessarily. It was super worth every calorie I spent benching with Dan. Okay, so we roll out and we've got a great group of runners.
Have fun, runners!
How would you describe your physical state?
Awful. No,
come on.
Just kidding. No, I feel great. I may have wasted a few calories doing a bench off with Dan at the end, but it's worth it.
How'd everybody else feel about the HIIT workout? Super. That was hard. It was good.
Great.
Hell yeah.
It was really hot out. This was getting close to peak of day, so I want to say it was 84-ish at this point.
Not gonna lie, things have started to deteriorate a little bit in the legs. Right now, this day kind of sucks. I'm really tired. I'm too hot. I should be drinking water. But it could be worse. I'm still alive. I'm still cruising. I got under 4 miles left, I think. Then I'm back at it in the lake.
It felt in my head, the start of that interurban section and the boardwalk where we were going was really close. Like it felt if we ran really hard for 3 minutes, we would be there. So we ran as hard as we could to get it over with.
Almost done with the worst part.
Yeah, it's all downhill.
Now we're almost there. I just gotta make it to the top of this like slow incline, and then it's pretty much done.
It's not close. I was for sure fatigued.
Dude, this uphill is more than I remembered. I may have started the push too early. We just cranked out a 740 mile. We're 15 miles in, baby. Last mile, we're pumping. Dude, we're vibing, Logan.
It's for charity.
All right, this is a 650 mile.
Yeah, this is bad.
I think we can do it.
Okay.
We're almost there. Sorry, on your left. Sorry, it's for charity.
Any possible motivation we could get, we took, and that included heavy EDM at full volume. We were a nuisance going through Boulevard. It was a scene.
Excuse us.
Excuse us.
Excuse me.
I was so not feeling good.
Holy fuck, man.
Holy fuck.
What? Do you need help? You look like you're
Dude, 811 for 16.3.
That's fucked up.
Crazy. Thank fucking God I dropped out. Jesus.
Food.
No, hold on, I gotta jump in.
It really went downhill for me at the end of the first run there. The last few miles, I really pushed it to try and keep with my schedule, and I for sure had some heat-related exhaustion.
I felt like I was 110 degrees. Jumped off the boardwalk and I had to kind of stay there until I started cooling down. And then I got out of the water and I could not control my temperature anymore. I would get these really fast dives of core temp. I would start shivering and shaking. And then I would start sweating, and like my head would feel really hot. For some reason, none of that was worrying to me. I didn't share with anyone that was happening.
That was the low of my day as far as how my body felt.
May have burnt my tank a little thin.
There was that moment where I had some hesitancy of, I knew I was gonna finish, I just didn't know if I was gonna be in pieces.
Before we depended on donations,
Right.
and that creates such a weird power dynamic.
Like,
People are like, here's my garbage, throw it away from me.
yeah,
And it's not very respectful of anybody.
right. And also, trying to survive off peeps is,
Peeps and soda pop.
I would just die.
Yeah.
I hate peeps. So you'll be here-ish.
Here-ish?
I am trying to remember when I first met Ethan. I think it's been 3 or 4 years, but I'm not entirely sure. It goes back to when he did his first fundraiser, and I think that's about when he started volunteering here.
Food insecurity is about being able to get enough food to provide a healthy and fulfilling lifestyle. So it's not just about surviving on the day-to-day basis with hunger, but also it's about being able to nourish your body to maintain health for your natural lifespan.
I think he's a quiet and observant person, and when he learned more about what we are and what we do, I think he got really just personally inspired to try to do a fundraiser, and it's grown way bigger than any of us realized, and in year 1 it was way bigger than I think any of us realized. Not just what he was doing physically, but also the amount of interest it generated and the amount of money that it was able to produce for our food bank.
It's just authentic to who Ethan is. Runs an Ironman every year and has since 2020. That's a big goal in and of itself, but then to use that to make a bigger goal of actually benefiting not just Bellingham, but Whatcom County. You know, it really just goes to show that a little bit of momentum and a little bit of elbow grease can really make a big difference.
I don't want it to get lost that it can be one person that makes a difference. And at the same time, like, it's not just me that does this. It's just me that is the origin and the center, but I certainly get a lot of help. I think it'll be abundantly clear in this film the amount of people that come together and make this happen. And I hope that they know that I appreciate their role in this, because it's not just me. I needed to swim. It was relaxing.
Hey, Dan, weren't you supposed to be in the Oh, you're ready. I was worried. I thought maybe he threw in the towel after the old bench off this morning.
You ready?
Yeah, man.
That swim was awesome. My temperature was rock solid, steady. I was hydrated. My stomach felt awful, but that was expected. My sister, DJ, and I swam. I feel like I'm someone that doesn't need that much to keep going. Maybe it's pride, maybe it's being super competitive. I think my friends would probably tell you that it's because I'm too stubborn to stop doing something. But I can tell you it's way easier to stay motivated when I'm 14 hours into something, when I'm doing it for someone else instead of for myself.
Whoa.
My credit card in my pocket.
Beautiful day to be on the lake. We had a bunch of friends on the boat as well.
Yeah, we had a great time on the boat. It was a nice break for us.
It was a nice break for everyone. Even for me, it felt like a break.
God damn it, dude. You almost killed us all.
To get there, I did.
Thank you. This has a little bit of mix in it.
I don't want it. Not that one.
Not this one.
Wait, what was that one? Not that one. That's definitely not water.
Dude, I don't know about you guys, but it's like 90 degrees over here. Oh, I'm peeing over here.
Much better.
Yeah. Protein shake, please.
Man, a protein shake.
Protein. I need it.
DJ.
Yeah.
We did it.
We did it?
Where are we? My hamstrings have come and gone. Like, no, like they were gone, and then I think they came back.
Get that guy a protein shake.
Is
Is this a like creamsicle mix? This is phenomenal.
Can I try it?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's really good.
They just finished. They're doing great. Yeah, they both said most enjoyable part of the day. So, sweet. All right, bye.
Oh, we used to joke that we lived in the Olympic Village because like everyone in the neighborhood was out, you know, Sunday morning going out for a run. And
I think in particular, the culture here really likes recreation. We really like the natural beauty of the area. But all those things, you know, come from a cost. You have to fuel your body. You have to be healthy in order to engage in these things.
I think one of the coolest things that my fundraiser has shown is that that same group of people really does want to make a difference. 51 businesses contributed in some way or another. Some of them just wrote checks, some of them hosted events, some of them donated merchandise that got raffled off or auctioned off, or all of those things combined for around 120 out of 230, which is insane.
And if so many of our people in our community don't have the food that they need to live a healthy life, you know, then how can we be so excited about all the recreation and all the outdoor things that we have here in Bellingham if we're not supporting our own people?
I had thrown the schedule up for all these events on my social media a few times, but I didn't actually have any head count on any of this. And I rolled up to that Galbraith parking lot and there was a squad ready to ride.
Forrest. What's up, dude?
How you doing?
Good to see you, dude. I'm impressed. Have you been up since 2?
Took a nap.
You took a nap?
Yeah,
but you were up.
We woke up at 2.
Yeah. Big day. There's a crew here.
What sport are you doing right now? I'm not sure. I'm unsure.
A little bit of everything.
Running? Check. Road biking? Check. Mountain biking? Maybe.
Everybody ready?
The boys showed out, the gals showed out. Yeah, that was one of my favorite laps I've ever had.
It's a really good looking group.
Full entourage.
Dude, I think last year I had 4 people.
Go!
I can look worse if you want.
Yeah.
I would call myself malnourished.
Oh.
It's really hard to eat that many calories.
Have you been drinking calories?
Yeah, but then it gets so gross. And then I'm like, oh, I only need water, but then water doesn't have calories.
Ethan's looking for snacks, but I might eat it on the way
To give it to him.
He actually said he's malnourished.
God, you should buy so many beers that it's 100%.
Wait, how does it do that math again?
10% of one beer or 100% of 10 beers.
10% of 10 beers is 100% of one beer.
Yeah.
yeah,
So you're effectively donating 1 beer to the food.
What's your connection to this whole group?
Meeting all new faces today, so
Oh, yeah.
so many friendly faces. My dad had went to La Fiamma and bought me a slice of pizza for before the mountain bike leg.
Yeah.
And then our dog ate it.
Oh no.
Yeah. Did you see him? That's why he was so happy.
Oh, that is so funny.
This just feels so much harder than it usually does.
He's a video man.
Oh, you gotta turn it on.
You gotta leave it. I'm nervous. Because if I'm bent over like this.
Dude, at this point, I think downhill's worse than uphill.
I remember telling people at the top that I had something inhibiting all of my fear. And so I was ready to go down without any sense of caution.
Remember, the goal is to break an arm, because then I don't have to do the rest.
You can run with a broken arm.
To break a leg. All right, I guess let's go down. I mean, super stoked. Let's get it.
You! Woo! Oh God, here we go. Ripping it. Whoa, that's a big yummy thing.
We're gonna hit speed.
Oh God. I don't think I can keep up with him. I'm really trying. Oh, there's a bug in my eye. Gotta catch him. I don't know. Can't see a damn thing. Woo! Oh, geez. We're skipping that one. Oh, this is weird. Uh-oh, I got a little lost. Sorry, everyone. Hold on, Ethan, you're going too fast. God.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Machine on a mission.
Dude, I think what happened was I have like such little brain activity that there's no fear index, you know? That felt like one of my cleanest rounds.
Did you put that down? Really?
Lazy shadow. We're gonna get in trouble with the videographer.
Oops.
It's fine.
Ever since my dog ate the pizza, it's all I can think about.
What's the best thing you've eaten today?
This guy made me a protein shake.
Okay.
It was creamsicle flavored.
Oh,
it was so good.
Looking back on it, for how tired I was going faster than I would have guessed.
Oh yeah, that was good. Fantastic.
It was awesome. It's like, this is the stuff I'm talking about. I tried to have an awful day, and then every single portion of it, these people just make it fun.
So coming up is the best jump on Galbraith. So everyone has to hit this jump right now. Coming up, there it is. Coming around the corner. Put your seat down, there it is.
Oh,
You see that jump? Pretty good.
Do you have an idea of how many calories you've burned?
No. I definitely look back on it with rose-tinted lenses, because if I go through my head and I try and think of moments that weren't great, I can definitely find them. Yeah, every part of my body was kind of screaming, hey, what if we called that a day?
Crush his run. I'll see you at the finish line. I will. I'm so ready to do that. Hey, who's running? Who's running? All right. Is everyone ready to run? One loop around Haddon and then down. We only got to go 9.6 miles. Rattler. Okay, everyone ready? The first year I did this, Billy, we planned this big dance party so we'd have something to look forward to during the day. So we finished at 9:30 and then went out to this pool party. Like we were taking shots. It was an actual full-on dance party. We partied until 3 a.m. Got absolutely obliterated. And then we had set up tents in the field at this house. I went out to the tent. I couldn't figure out how to open the zipper. I had to call Gavin. He walked out there, pulled the zipper open, and then I took one step in, fell face down, and then woke up to the sun the next morning. And my boxers were in the field, absolutely lifeless.
And then you're like, let's do it again next year.
Yeah, absolutely. Dude, it's like second by second now between, like, I get a, oh my God, I feel all right. And then 3 seconds. Oh, dude, I feel awful.
Ethan, can you give me a rundown on the whole day?
I've been exercising for 14 hours right now. The bike felt good. It was long but doable. It's just such a long thing that you get highs and lows throughout. The enthusiasm was really solid. JD was awesome. We had an awesome turnout, really positive group. They also made a ton of donations. They donated over $1,000 in the class today, which is huge. That first run, that was something. The first 8 miles were good. It was mostly in the shade for the first 8. And then the second 8 was mostly in the sun. And I just started getting so overheated. Started having some hot and cold flashes. Immediately drank as much water as I could. Got some electrolytes moving. Had a banana. Kind of tried to reset my system there. The swim was great. DJ and I swam next to each other most of the way. He was a champ. Really, really good at pacing me and keeping me positive. Water temp was good.
What were you thinking about?
It's so long. Like, you think about a lot of stuff. It was an hour 33 or something. I just started thinking about the power of community. Like, sure, the whole day is structured around me and this feat, right? But I can't do any of this without, there's probably 100 people that play a role in this day. And just because my name is the one on it doesn't, it's obvious, it's a group thing.
I just kept thinking about that. So many of these people as well that I didn't meet until like in the last year. And now they're my biggest advocates for not just the fundraiser, but also the food bank. So the coolest thing was to see that detachment from it being them that support me to them telling other people about why food insecurity is important and what we owe to our community, you know, as far as having this privilege of the ability to just go spend a whole day exercising, or even just, there's so many things we take for granted. Health, housing, water, family, and food. And food is that one that I always obviously keep coming back to. Because you can't do anything without food, man. No one should be hungry.
Is astonishing of what a difference it can make, not just in terms of the fundraising part of it, but in terms of the outreach and how many people it involves and how it gets other people's minds thinking, oh, I could make a difference too.
He set a bar that most of us wouldn't even bother to set, and he exceeded it and exceeded it. And so that's the turning point for me. It's like, you think you can do something, now ask yourself, how much more can you do?
So I just heard the band ask the question, where is Ethan? Do we know how close he is?
He is coming up. He is on his way, running extremely fast.
Hurry up. We'd like to get everybody out into the street. He's very adamant. This year we need to have a finish line photo. So we're all going to try and stay out there, do our best. I know the beer is tasty.
How did it feel rounding the corner to the whole crowd waiting?
This was the first year that I really had this group with me as we kind of turned that final corner. And I had my sister on one side and my partner Joey on the other, and we crossed the finish line together. That's going to be one of my favorite moments of my life forever. Round the final corner, and all of the work, every dark moment, literal dark moment in the morning where I don't want to be pedaling in the dark anymore, I don't want to be running anymore, I don't want to be whatever it is, it's so worth it. And everyone who was there at the finish line had the best enthusiasm and vibes, and everything was great. And we raised a shitload of money. And it felt like people were there to do that, you know? Not to do anything else. Enjoy each other, celebrate, contribute.
You know how I told you some guy last year bought me a beer like the second I rolled up and just handed it to me? Same guy, same beer.
Love it.
Sure.
It's tradition. I got your first.
I know. I remember. That's why I said.
I can't believe you're still up. What are you gonna eat after this?
I don't know. Figure it out.
Good job, Ethan.
Thank you, Casey.
I love you, buddy.
Yeah, so thank you for coming.
Oh yeah, of course. Thanks for doing it. More than I'm doing. I'm gonna go get some Thai food, but I want to. We seriously support you so much. It's huge. So much. It's awesome. Okay. See you soon? Okay. I'm proud of you.
Good job. I'll give you a hug.
Good job, you can see it.
Thank you, Casey. Thank you for coming down.
Get
It means a lot.
hydrated. You bet.
Nice job doing what you do.
Thank you. Yeah, really impressive. I'm so tired.